All right, guys. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing on this fine Friday? Let's see. You had trouble signing into Discord. Please advise. Discord is going to be your own side of the problem. You're going to have to maybe reset your password or that's not on my part. So maybe try to work with Discord how to get into your account. But good morning, guys. What time is this normally start? 8 o'clock. What else we got in the chat this morning? Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Quad witching. Yeah. So I don't want to talk about yesterday. I don't want to talk about the Giants game. Okay. It's the absolute mostly gut-wrenching, terrible loss that I knew we were going to lose. I mean, the Giants never can win. They can never close out games. Giants just do not know how to close out games. And getting a goddamn offsides penalty on a field goal, the last play of the game, you get an offsides. He misses the field goal. We get the offsides. He gets another try and he wins the game. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's just absolutely unbelievable. We looked good, though. We looked good. Daniel Jones, I have to say, looked like a top 10 quarterback last night. I mean, he looked fantastic, and that's the only thing I can take away from it is that Daniel Jones looked really good, and that's it. I mean, we'll see what happens, but it is what it is. I took plus 3.5 on the Giants, so I won that bet. But anyways. Let's get back into the main topic of today, and that is the stock market, right? We're not here to talk about fantasy. Oh, yeah, Graham Gano got 22 points. That was crazy. So the market yesterday, you guys should watch my video yesterday. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, you should really watch it. It's a good video, I have to say. I think you learn something from it, and it really sets you up to understand what's going on in the market right now. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, you're going to have to bear with me because if you watched it, you'll know, what sort of went on, what's going on in the market right now. Right now, market's making higher lows, which is a good thing. We're starting to make higher lows. We made a higher high yesterday as well. So that is a good thing on the market overall. It means that we're trying to turn around and we're trying to bounce off of these moving averages. NASDAQ, 20 SMA, SPY, 50 SMA, Dow, I didn't check the Dow this morning actually, Dow 100 SMA, all trying to hold up. So some good holds in the market. It's gonna be difficult to, see how long this holds up. I don't know how long this holds up. At any time we could just turn right back over and give up more. It's totally possible. So we'll see. But as of right now, we are starting to try to trend higher, and the selling seems to be slowing down a little bit. So that is where we're at right now in the market, and I'll show it all to you guys today in today's video. So the other things, if you guys were here in the live stream yesterday, I mean, almost every stock we talked about yesterday in the live stream killed it. And yes, I need to get a haircut. I'm looking at myself in the live stream, and my hair is like a mop. But yeah, I'm going to get a haircut here soon. So yesterday we talked about, here's yesterday's live stream. This was yesterday. And we talked about Upstart. We talked about Tesla. Tesla didn't do, what did Tesla do yesterday? Tesla's up from that, but where is it? 1 second, guys. Pull this back up. So Tesla yesterday, Upstart, beautiful breakout on Upstart out of the channel that we talked about. CRM, an absolutely killer swing trade, I think CRM is right now. I would definitely be watching CRM if I was you. Yesterday, we talked about this on the live stream. Next, we talked about the Apple trend. Apple is holding its trend. Next, SE. SE is a killer swing trade as well. Strong continuation on CRM and SEE. Upstart as well. These were killer from yesterday. And let's go ahead and let's look at what we're going to look at today. So we are going to look at CRM, SE, and Upstart all again because I want anyone that's on this live stream to be looking at these plays. These are very good plays in my opinion. They all look very interesting for more upside. So I'm going to show you today, day 2 of these moves after showing you them yesterday. If you got in any of these yesterday, you should be up nicely. They are really moving yesterday. Some really strong continuation off some really key technical levels, and I want to go over them again today. Apple holding the 50 SMA. Microsoft off the 20 SMA, about to push new highs after announcing the share buyback, $50 billion share buyback, I think it was. Was it 5 billion, right? It was 50, I think. Or is 50 too much? No, it's 60 billion share buyback. Okay. 60 billion share buyback. Wow. So big share buyback from Microsoft, increasing dividends. That is those are some hot words for long-term investors. So very nice on Microsoft. Lulu looking really good as well. Lulu had earnings, had a huge gap up, has pulled back slightly, but is holding previous highs. So I want to show you Lulu. And then finally, Shop. If anyone out there likes to be aggressive, if they like trading Shop, I think right now on Shop could be a fantastic entry. So I want to show you that on Shop and show you how this could be a very nice play if the market holds up here. So that is what I have for you. And then finally, I want to, if the guys are members of the channel, if you would like to become a member of the channel, you can press the join button on the YouTube channel. If not, that's okay. You don't need to do that. But if you are, check out. I'm gonna post the. Let me post the link real quick. 1 second, guys. For the members. Okay, so right here. For the members, if you guys want to post your tickers there today, and I can go over them, you feel free to go ahead and do that. Before we jump into it, shout out MSI. If you guys want to get 10% off any MSI products, if you're trying to upgrade your gaming setup or something that you're going to be using for trading, make sure to check out the link down below. You'll see what I use from them. Shout out to them for sending that out to me. And you can use the code. Did I put it in the description? I may have not put it in the description, but just use my last name. You see it on the YouTube channel, my last name there. Use that as the coupon code. That's 10% off any product on MSI. So feel free to use that. Shout out to them. And let's go ahead and jump into this. So first things first, futures. Futures as always. Here we go. NASDAQ. All right, guys. So let's go to the daily chart first. Then we'll break it down a little bit further by each time frames. So here is NASDAQ. Desi coin. Yeah. Don't buy it. I'll tell you that. If you see a Desi coin out there, don't buy it. So pullback, 20 SMA. Very nice hold here, guys, right? Last 3 days, we have held above this 20 SMA. We have closed above it, right? Right here, we closed basically at it. Right here on the 15th, we closed above, and yesterday we closed above again. So the last 3 days on price action, we have closed above the 20, and we have definitely proven to be support there. Today looks like a day that will ultimately decide. I did not create Desi coin. Do not start that. That is totally false. Today is a crucial day, right? Friday, end of week, quad witching, which could cause some volatility. Just a very important day. If the NASDAQ can hold above the 20 today and start to push above and engulf some of this price action right here, maybe above the 15,550s. We'll dive a little bit deeper into this to get an exact number. But if we can engulf this price action and push above today, that would be huge. That would totally validate this bounce off the 20 SMA today on the NASDAQ. If we do not, if we fall and close below it, then then that's a little bit more interesting. So today is all about holding the 20, holding some previous lows, and holding them as support. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, what you guys will notice is that we are definitely starting. We're definitely starting to hold here, right? You have a little bit of a U formation forming, a little bit of a bottoming type formation, and coincidentally, where is it from? It's from right here, guys. I mean, it's literally just just a really nice support hold right here at these previous highs, which are right around this 15,380, 15,400, and you are holding it beautifully right here on the right side on the NASDAQ. So very nice little U formation forming here. Can we finish this move? Can we push higher and try to get back towards highs? That will be what to watch for today. Here's the hourly chart. You guys can see just a bunch of holds here at this level. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bunch of holds right here at this level. This is no joke, right? This is the level to hold here. If we break through this level, it's pretty easy, guys, right? If we break through this level, anyone that's wondering, will there be more downside? My answer to you is if we break this level, yes, right? If you get below these support levels and you go down to here, yes, there will be downside because this is a crucial hold that has been coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, very important, back from previous resistance levels, and that needs to hold. So if it doesn't, it doesn't, and we go down. And this is all you need to look at. You don't need to look at RSIs. You don't need to look at MACDs. You don't need to look at stochastics. You don't need to look at Fibonacci retracements and, what else out there. You don't need to look at it. This is what you need to look at. You need to be looking at the supply and the demand and this zone right here where the market is holding because of previous resistance. If that breaks, you go down more. If it does not, and you continue to make higher lows here, then you're going back up to highs, right? You're on an uptrend. So that is what you need to be watching on the NASDAQ. And if you are trading stocks, you need to be watching the NASDAQ. On the 5-minute chart, here's what we talked about really quickly in yesterday's video. You guys can see we made higher lows yesterday. Yesterday's resistance level here. Zoom in for you. Yesterday's resistance. I'm sorry, not yesterday's resistance. Tuesday's resistance. This is Wednesday. Wednesday's resistance right here turned into support right there. Right there, and we bounced, right? So previous resistance levels turning into support. I saw that yesterday, took my QQQ calls down here at the bottom really nicely up. Probably will give back a little bit this morning, but I'm down at 15,373, so should be okay. So very nice entry there, nice push higher end of day, and we're sort of holding up here in the pre-market. I don't expect much in the pre-market, but today's goal, if we start getting above some of these highs, right? If you start getting above some of these highs here, let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom back out to the hourly chart. If we start getting above some of these highs, that would be where you start to find some resistance. So right here, guys, if you start to get a push into these previous levels, this is a huge level on the NASDAQ. So, I mean, really, really important. The reason I say that is because you have previous support here, support, that cracked through right here, turning into resistance, turning into resistance, turning into resistance, turning into resistance, and this is the level to break. So anywhere between 15,530 to 15,550s, that is the level to break here on the NASDAQ today. So keep that on your charts. So let's see, guys. That's it. That's what we have to look at. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm sneezing today. Not too bad. So that's the NASDAQ. I think very easy. I mean, I hope everyone sort of I can portray good enough, well enough what I'm looking at. I think a very easy look today. I mean, there's only two things that can happen. You either break above the top and you go higher. You go three things. You go sideways, or you break that support and we go down. I mean, it's very easy. We know our levels coming in. If you're watching the live stream, you should know your levels, and all you do now is you watch the price action. All right. So that's the NASDAQ. Here's the ES 50 SMA. That's the level to hold, right? that was where we've been holding, very similar to the 20 SMA on the NASDAQ. You are holding the 50 SMA here on the ES. So 4-hour chart, what you guys will notice is we are definitely starting to find support here. This is where we held every other time. It's literally, exactly the exact same type of spot. You just sneezed. That's funny. So very nice uptrend there on the SPY. We are starting to hold here, just like we have in the past. We're starting to make some type of a bottoming formation right at the 50 SMA. And at this point, it's pretty easy to see, guys. If we go to the hourly chart, here is your range, right? And this is what you need to break above. You just need to get a break above this resistance, and you need to hold this support, right? So you have resistance up here, and you have support down here, and these are the levels that must hold. We'll trade in between these levels until we get the breakout. If the breakout comes to the upside, you're gonna go up for sure. I mean, this would be a huge breakout in price action. So I would assume that if you break above 44.80 on the S&P, that you should start to see a very nice bounce off this level. That would be a very nice little pivot breakout right there. That would be a very big channel breakout. That is what I would be watching. If you get this move, then you're getting more downside. So there's your channel on the ES. That's all you should be watching. That's it. Just watch the ES channel. Wait to see which way it goes. You stay patient. If it goes to the upside, you maybe take some calls on maybe your tech stocks or some SPY calls. If it goes to the downside, you take your SPY puts. You take some puts on some other stocks. You do not trade, at least me personally, you do not get caught up trading, over trading and over leveraging yourself when a market is stuck in a channel like this. That is not what I would be doing, guys. Wait for a move to happen. I promise you, if you just wait a day or two to get the push through this level, I promise you that you will not miss the move. If you can just wait, maybe the SPY pushes to here today, right? Maybe we close at 44.90. I promise you will not miss anything because there is much more upside. So, if you get a call today, you're basically just going 50-50. You have no idea whether this is going to go up or it's going to go down. So wait for a confirmation breakout. Upstart's at 300. Holy shit. Oh boy. Yeah, we were talking about Upstart all day in the chat. So yeah, that's ES. Dow, very nice little U shape here on the Dow. It's a 1 minute though, so not as strong. All right, here's the daily chart. Little 100 SMA hold right here on the Dow. You can see we are starting to consolidate at this level. If we go to the hourly chart, we are sort of still, the Dow is one that's a little bit more bearish in my opinion, because we are not making any type of trend reversal. You can see we're just sort of still very much downtrending here. So wait to see if this Dow can break this downtrend. You can see it's much different than the ES and the NASDAQ. ES is starting to sort of hold the bottom, starting to curl higher. So is the NASDAQ. ES is not. The YM is definitely not. You can see we're still holding this pretty big downtrend. You got some type of bottom here, but yeah, just watch out for the Dow. See if it can hold that 100 SMA. If we can maybe break this downtrend today, that's what I would be watching. I don't watch the Dow as much as the S&P and the NASDAQ. All right, so I think we have a very clear game plan today on the futures. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. But a very clear game plan on the futures. All right, CRM. We were talking about this. We were talking about this swing trade yesterday in. Not sure. Oh, that I don't watch the Dow much. Maybe that's why you said that. Anyways, so CRM, very nice. I'm trying to clean this up for you real quick. 1 second. So we talked about this yesterday, right? You get a push into resistance, previous resistance, pull back into previous resistance, turning into support right here. This is gorgeous. So yesterday, pretty sure. Maybe I didn't. I mean, I sent it during the day. Hold on. I'm gonna show you how. I want to show you how it looked like. I want to show you how it looked like during the day, so you can sort of understand what's its. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, Discord's not working. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, so yesterday CRM starting to bounce, starting to confirm. This is the daily candle from yesterday or 2 days ago, right? And that is the daily candle that I like to see on a potential bounce, right? And that's sort of confirming a little bit of upside, right? Because that candle right here, these last two candles, the 14th and the 15th, was confirming some type of upside. Now, of course, this could have turned back over, but your stop would have been right below this 50 SMA, and it would have been a very nice little trade. Instead, we get a huge push, and it definitely confirming the support that is down here at 251 and the 50 SMA. I still think that CRM could have upside. You know, you're definitely buying it on a little bit of an extension here. Would have been nice to be in before this. Maybe watch out for the 20 SMA rejection today. But yesterday it was a very nice little hold of the 50. Very nice bounce. Watch out for maybe this gap fill area and this 20 SMA's resistance. If you get through these levels, I think you probably push back to 270. So CRM, beautiful break and retest there from yesterday. The next one was SE. SE, Discord shares. SE right here, pull back to the 20 SMA on SE, and just knowing SE in general, SE just never goes down. I mean, it goes down, but it always holds up. It always ends up higher in the future. So very nice dip, very nice gap down on SE. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. It's not earnings. I think they might have did an offering. Yeah, okay, it was an offering. So an offering, they pulled back. We gapped down on an offering. We held the 20 SMA beautifully here. I mean, look at all of this hold. Beautiful hold. Very nice bounce off of it. We talked about this yesterday, and we just continued higher. We talked about this, yesterday morning, and we just continued higher yesterday. Very, very nice yesterday. End of day on SE. So I would definitely watch this. The two things I'd be concerned about is potentially resistance here at this gap fill. You have maybe some resistance right here in this gap fill area. So you can see this is where the gap started. Maybe you find some resistance in the 343s. If not, I think you get a nice push through. SE is a is it in Taiwan? Where is SE located? It's a I know it's in I think they do it's like a sort of like an Amazon, I've heard of, like Singapore, right? Global internet company. No, maybe not. I'm not sure exactly what they do. Yeah, I know it's from Singapore, but I'm not sure exactly their business, what they're doing. Excuse me. Another sneeze. So that's SE. Very nice bounce. Very nice technical support, and I really like that move. So watch SE. Finally, Upstart. We talked about Upstart yesterday, and really the only thing that we were watching on Upstart was this channel, right? I mean, this channel, it was looking really, really like it really wanted to push yesterday, and look at what happened here. I mean, holy crap, man. What a move on Upstart. Upstart just doesn't stop. This was the channel we talked about in yesterday's live stream. Just a really, really clean channel. 1 second. And just an awesome breakout yesterday from the open. Broke right out. Just straight up all day. Upstart up in the pre-market today. Can we get more? I probably would say yes. I would never doubt Upstart, honestly. 1 second. I don't think I would be one to be doubting Upstart. This momentum has been nuts. the breakout of this channel yesterday was very clean. Right here, look at this breakout of this channel. Very clean breakout, very clean push. On the daily chart, it's looking like a pretty nice breakout as well. Nope, sorry. Right there, very clean breakout as well on the daily. On the 4 hour, very clean breakout on the 4 hour. I mean, everything about this breakout right now on Upstart is clean. I would definitely be watching this today, guys. I hope some of you watched it yesterday when we talked about it before this happened. Because how you make money and how you try to catch these is trying to catch them before they happen, not asking. I know, like, a lot of people ask. So, like, for example, and I hate making examples like this because some people think I'm attacking people, but I'm not. It's just a good example, and you have to understand that it's just a learning lesson, right? So we took QQQ calls yesterday at around 11:30 a.m., right? And it was a questionable purchase because the market was starting to bottom. It wasn't as solidified as some may like, but it was starting to bottom. There was price action showing it. There was technical analysis showing that it was starting to bottom. I bought QQQ calls because I thought it would bottom. Talked about it all morning in the voice chat on Discord. So, I'm not BSing you here. Bought those calls, and then about 2 to 3 hours later, when QQQ's up almost near a tie of day, that's when the questions start coming in of, should I buy QQQ now? So you need to somehow change your mindset to not ask those questions when it's already going and it's already at its highs. You need to find a way to analyze and to find opportunities with better risk to reward, because buying QQQ at the highs of near yesterday's highs is just not a good risk to reward. It's not a good ratio there, because where are you going to get stopped out? You have all the way down to low of day to get stopped out. It's not going to be good. So my recommendation to anyone out there to trying to work on their trading is try to find, don't think about getting into these plays when they're already moving. Try to find where you think it holds up. Try to buy that weakness and try to see if you can push higher after. Try to get that push higher. So that's just a little bit of a tidbit for you today. Yeah, if you gotta ask, it's too late. That's sometimes true. Sometimes that is true. But yeah, so there you go. Just that's sort of like Upstart, right? So should I buy it now? I don't know. Should I have bought it yesterday before the channel breakout? Absolutely, I should have. But I was just too focused on other stuff, so I missed it. But what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna YOLO into I'm not gonna force my way into this. If I get a pullback, maybe if I see maybe a pullback to these previous highs, that would be great. So I'll probably keep an eye on these previous highs here around 289, which is also coincidentally right at the 20 SMA here on the hourly chart. So maybe I'll look for that pullback there. But yeah, that is what I would be watching today. Very nice Upstart push, and I would definitely keep that on your watch list. Please watch Upstart. Next, Apple. Apple holding up a beautiful level here. Very nice Apple hold. I've already bought like probably 5 shares on these in the last few days, but I'd probably be interested in buying more. Apple, very nice pullback. I could really care less for shares if this keeps coming down. I just know this is a good discount on Apple within the time being. So 150s, 148s were on Apple. Nice 50 SMA hold right there. You guys can see we're starting to consolidate. We are in an uptrend. We are bouncing off that uptrend. We are bouncing off the 50. No, there's no 830 data today. And that is a very nice potential push. Very nice potential push. 1, 2, 3, 4. If that could push off of here, maybe we can get a move. You have to watch the NASDAQ today. Watch the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ is strong, then Apple should be strong. And you can maybe get a bounce off this 50 SMA. You can see over the last few days, we have definitely started to find some type of bottom right at this trend line, guys. I mean, I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up. Here's your daily chart. There's your trend line. You guys can see that's the trend line that you're looking at. If If I go to the 30-minute chart, where did the Apple hold up? I mean, it's right at the trend line. So, someone that, this is the time. This is the time that you take your shots on trades. This is the time you take your shots. Why? Because your stop loss is small. You have a stop below these lows. Your stop loss is either below this low or it's below this uptrend. And you have so much upside here. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Someone that doesn't get down here is just scared to lose. That's basically, if you like Apple, if you don't get in here, you're basically just scared to lose, because you're just not willing to take a small risk to reward here. I mean, why buy Apple if it's here, right? When you could buy it here with this risk to reward. So that's just how I think. I mean, you don't have to trade like me. I would much rather be an Apple here with the reward of being back towards these highs and the risk of being, maybe down below this trend line. That's your risk to reward, right? This is like a 5-to-1. Taking Apple, asking someone what if I should buy Apple when it's back at 153. That would really not be my recommendation. Your reward is there, and this is your risk. So there's your risk to reward if you buy Apple at 153, right? Right here. There's your risk. Here's your reward. So if you like Apple, this is your time to take a shot. And if you lose money, you lose money, but you have a very clear stop. You know where you need to get out of it. You know where it's not going to work out. Because I know if Apple breaks below here, I know I should not be in this play. So I'll take my loss. If you take one contract, this is like a $100 loss at most probably on Apple. So that's what I got for you. Take it or leave it. If you resonate with it, good. If you do not resonate with it, then, if you'd rather play the breakouts and you'd rather scalp the breakouts, then that's just what you'd rather do. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from it, but that is, that's a little bit, that's just not really what I'm looking for in this market right now. I'm looking for these beautiful pullback opportunities that presenting high risk to reward, so that even if I'm wrong 4 times, if I take one 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade, I'm back to break even. So I'm 1 for 5, 1 for 4. 1 for 5, and I am break even. So I like that. So that's that. Apple, Microsoft, very nice push on Microsoft. I think it's hitting new highs in the pre-market. So hitting new highs in the pre-market, I believe. What do we have? Yeah, we tapped a new high. I mean, yeah, you don't have to lose money. It might not. But to be honest, what I learned after I lost a lot, buy a dip in the middle of the day, sell at the end of the day, yeah, could be. Yeah, it's up to, that's a totally different ball game. Like when finding entries, when to get in. I'm just trying to show you guys, sort of psychology of the trading. So push higher, pull back, 20 SMA hold Microsoft, pushing higher, share buyback, dividend increase. I would watch Microsoft. It's pushing through new highs this morning. Microsoft's an absolute beast. Buy shares of it for your long term. It's not financial advice, but I mean, long term Microsoft. What's wrong with that? What are you scared of? You have to buy it. Next, Lulu. Lulu, big gap up. Big gap up here on earnings. Huge. Pulled back, and this is the key level now, right? This 417 is the key level on Lulu. And Lulu has been continuously holding this level. So if I zoom in here, you guys can see. Look at this hold at 417. If Lulu continues to hold this 417, this thing is going to spike again. So this is your channel right here. Here's your channel on Lulu. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. See what happens. If Lulu starts to creep up towards this top, watch out for a breakout. That's Lulu. Finally, shop, and then the members, and then we're out of here. It's Friday. We're not going to stay here for an hour and a half. So, daily chart on shop. If you like shop, if you're willing to take risks, if you're a madman and you want to take shop contracts, then this is your time to take them, because this is potentially a very nice bounce off this support level. I'm just not sure about the market. That's the big question mark here. But if the market can hold up, watch SHOP, because every time SHOP has fallen to this support level, it has moved up beautifully. And a move like this on SHOP is probably a few $1,000% on a contract. It's a lot of money. So play safe, be careful. This is risky. But if the market holds up, I would assume SHOP tries to hold up here as well. And this is a very nice, historically, a very nice support level. Previous resistance turning into support on SHOP. Maybe this can push back into resistance of 1580. That's what I would be watching. All right. So that is what I have. If you could, before we jump into some of the members, it looks like we're not even at 200 likes. If you could just take a second, if you enjoyed today's live stream, and just press the like button for me. I would really, really be appreciative of that. Thank you so much for anyone that does that, for supporting the live streams. Yeah, Lulu put, if Lulu drops below that 417, maybe you fill that gap for sure, Night Fox. It could be a play. See, if it breaks 417, you got this gap to fill all the way back down to 385. So, yeah, could be a play. All right. So, real quick, press the like button for me, guys. We're going to go into some of the stocks that the members want to look at. And the first one is Cost. C-O-S-T, Costco. Looks very good to me, actually. Costco, very nice 20 SMA hold right here. So keep an eye out for that today. Last 2 days, beautiful 20 SMA hold. That was right around, let's put a line right around there. Right around this 458 level was the 20 SMA. And if we go down into a shorter term time frame, what we're going to see is, look at how nice that hold is there at that 20 SMA. Look at that hold right here at this 20 SMA. Beautiful little double bottom right there. Here's the daily chart. That's right at that 20 SMA. It's proving to have support there. Proving to have support at the 20 SMA. Costco looks very good. Mozam, very nice. I like it. As long as it holds that 20, I think it continues. Quentin, Lemonade, LMND. I think you meant LMND. You put LNMD. Yeah, I think you meant LMND. Hopefully you did, Quentin. So Lemonade, it's been under some pressure, man. Lemonade was like the hot stock. Everyone thought it was like, oh, you must buy it, but it looks like it's starting to fall off. So here is your level. Here's your crucial level on LMND. Right here around 70, 68, 70. So right here, right? And right here. Here's your 3 support lines here. Here's your 3 support bounces. The only problem, Quentin, with LMND is that you need to see some type of higher low form, man. I mean, this thing, oh, you did L, oh, is that I? Oh, okay. Well, we'll go over Lemonade anyway. So if you're looking at LMND, just wait for this breakout. You need a higher low to form. You need a higher high to form. You wanted INMD. Here we go. In mode. Integra Med. This is a medical company. So 20 SMA right here. Very nice bounce. Actually bounced off to 50, which it's bounced off multiple times here. You can see 1, 2, 3, and this was 100. So some very nice. This is a very nice trend, right? Look at the moving averages. See how they're fanned out very nicely. That's very clean, and you can see a very strong bounce. So, at this point, I'm one that would usually try to want to buy it here. I would want to buy it at the SMAs. I'd like to try to find it at those points. Here's a little difficult, but it does look pretty strong. I mean, it's hard for me to tell you, what sort of happens here at this all-time high. Oh shit, it went up in the after hours, didn't it? Okay, yeah, I just realized that. So, yeah, big move. Is this all-time highs? Yeah, it's all-time highs. So, I mean, you know, Quentin, all-time highs, trading, you know that. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything. That's going to be all about momentum. It's going to be all about momentum, all about just watching the price action intraday. So we'll talk about it in the Discord. I know you're in there. But at this point, yeah, I mean, nice bounce, but all-time highs, it's all about price action. Nothing I can really say about that. Etsy was another beautiful trade. Posted that one in the... that's one that I have been watching for quite some time now, actually. So check out this Etsy chart from last week. Here's SC chart from last week, actually. I forgot. Look at this. There's SC from last week. Very nice. There's Microsoft from last week. 20 SMA on Microsoft. Very nice bounce. mRNA head and shoulders. Here's your upstart. Look at this. Upstart channel. If we break that channel, we're going up. Very nice. What else? CRM. Here's your CRM chart. Look at this. CRM pulling back to strong 250s. Very nice hold of that 250. And here is CRM now, right? Very nice move there on CRM. So Etsy, right here. We were talking about Etsy pulling back to this previous highs, right? Very nice previous highs. Nice hold of the 20 SMA and a nice curl higher. Here's Etsy now. All right, so here's Etsy now. Here's the daily chart. Here was the pullback we were just showing you on the Discord. That is from the 14th of September. So 14th of September right here. Nice hold, previous highs, previous resistance turning into support. Right there. Beautiful. And you get your push higher. Just very, very clean. Just be aware of this resistance. This looks pretty tough. Just be a little bit aware of this resistance. If you go right through this, then yeah, you're going to have some big push. But just be slightly aware of that resistance there, YT. Again, you know, YT, you want to be a buyer here. You don't want to be a buyer here. You could be a buyer here, but I would rather be a buyer here. Square I like. I do like Square, and I've been the whole chat has been watching this Square move here, and I would probably screenshot this right now and send it to the chat here, because this does not look bad to me. This is a pretty decent looking chart. I'm actually gonna do this so I don't forget. Actually, this comes back down. See if that holds. That's also the 100 SMA on the daily chart. I'm just going to send it real quick. So, nice little hold on Square. Very nice little rebound. Watch the 50 and 20 SMA to the upside. That could be some resistance. Square always likes to find some resistance there. And also those are some tough levels. But 265... right here around 275 could be some resistance. However, very nice bounce yesterday. You might be able to see some continuation if the market is strong. See if it can hold this previous high. You know, you never know with these bounces. You know, you could be in a little early. You could lose on them. That's why you go in with risk management. But you are definitely starting to get a bounce here off these previous highs. You can see resistance, 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 turning into support right here. I would be watching that. I like that. MRVL for PV. I'm going to assume that we talked about this already at PV, because I haven't touched this chart since we last talked about it. And look at what's happening right now. Without me touching anything, this is exactly what we already talked about. I actually remember the conversation we had on this PV. We were talking about it pre-earnings, and it was extended over the 20 SMA, and I said, just wait for the pullback of the 20 SMA. Wait for the pullback. It happens every other time. Look at both other times that it got extended over the 20. And look at what it's done. It pulled back to the 20, and it is now pushing off of it. So this is an awesome confirmation of why it's so important to not buy these stocks at these highs. I mean, look at MRVL, guys. Every single time it gets over this 20 SMA, it comes back to it. It comes right back to it every single time. Do not buy the stock when it is up here. Wait for a pullback. Wait for this pullback. 20 SMA, 50 SMA. Very nice holds at both of these moving averages. That's where you buy these swing trades. I mean, it just really is so clean. I mean, you get the 50 SMA, you get the 20 SMA. Yeah, PV. Hopefully you took some of this. Very nice bounce off to 20. I would say this might actually get going again. You know, if history repeats itself, it's doing the same exact thing. So, very nice. SPY analysis, GMAR. Just go to the beginning of this for GMAR on the. Just go to the beginning of this live stream. I already went over the whole SPY, whole ES. So just once this live stream is done, go over and go back to it. You'll see it all. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to jump out of here. I think a really good live stream again. Some good learning lessons. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Love talking about this stuff. If you did, please press the like button for me. If you're here and you're not subscribed to my channel, consider doing that as well. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to become a member of the channel, where I have a little Google Docs every day for all the members. If you want to become a member of the channel, support the channel, become a member, get your tickers looked at every day, no matter what, then consider joining and supporting the channel. The ES and the SPY is the exact same thing, guys. There's absolutely no difference. ES and SPY are the exact same thing. If you add a 0 to the end of the SPY price, it's the same thing as the ES. 447 on the SPY is the same as 4,470 on the ES. So hopefully everyone knows that. But yeah, ES, SPY, identical. Top picks today, 100% Upstart, 100% CRM, 100% SE. I would actually watch that square bounce. That looked pretty good. And I would be watching the NASDAQ. Watch the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is going to be crucial. So whichever way that NASDAQ goes, SE, CRM, and Upstart are all upside plays, but that is going to be needed with a decently strong market. So first of all, market analysis. Make sure you watch the market. If the market's strong, SE, CRM, Upstart, maybe even Affirm. Affirm was getting going yesterday as well. To the downside, you're just going to have to maybe watch some of these tech stocks. I mean, if the NASDAQ starts dipping, all your tech stocks are going to start dipping. So, yeah. For momentum type plays, for stuff that were moving yesterday, CRM, SE, Upstart, Affirm, those all moved very nice yesterday. I would definitely watch them again. So, we'll see what happens. If you're in the Discord chat, I'll see you guys there. Shout out to everyone that supports. And thank you guys again. Press the like button. And I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. Peace out.